Welcome to the last 3 minutes with Russ, but not the last 3 minutes of seeing the programs in the future with this video. Stay tuned. Our mission statement for Volunteers of America Chesapeake: we empower self-reliance and we inspire hope. As a church without walls, we do this through personalized housing, ministry, health, and human services that benefit vulnerable individuals, their families, and the community. Our vision statement: as a Christian church without walls, Volunteers of America Chesapeake and the Carolinas are committed to the transformation of the lives of our vulnerable neighbors. Our core values: it's a voice of faith, visionary, one body, integrity, compassion, excellence, and faith. The scripture I've selected for this month is Numbers 6:24 through 26. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Mark your calendars for the Voice of Faith event in downtown Baltimore on May 15th from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. We are really excited to share with you that Mayor Pugh has accepted, as well as other legislators in the city and the state of Maryland. The next Spiritual Leadership Colloquium will be held on May 22nd. We look forward to seeing you there, where we'll bring together civic leaders, government leaders, as well as faith-based leaders and our own organization to lead a discussion around the key, impactful items in that community. I'm pleased to report that we will have our opening dedication for the Newport News Day Resource Center on March 5th at 11 a.m. Stay tuned for the highlights of that with the next, whatever it's going to be, video that comes your way. We're here on location here in Leesburg, Virginia, in Loudoun County with Beth Driggers, the Executive Program Director for our Loudoun County Homeless Service Program. Beth, thank you for joining me.
Absolutely, thanks for
again.
coming.
This month we're going to be focusing on homelessness, and primarily homelessness in Virginia. And I was getting some stats together, and there's over 6,000 people here in Virginia that are homeless, 631 family households, 478 veterans, 896 where individuals experience chronic homelessness. There's over 18,500 youth and children that are in the homeless population or a homeless category. And 242 of those still remain unsheltered, meaning they probably live on a couch someplace. Yep. Talk a little bit about, the work you're doing here at the shelter.
So homelessness in Loudoun County looks very different than a lot of the other jurisdictions. In the western part of the county, homelessness looks like maybe a car in the street that hasn't moved for a while that has a lot of things in it. It may look like someone you see all the time in the library that's carrying a lot of their belongings. There's abandoned barns or farms. Oftentimes it tends to be a congregation of homeless individuals in the western part of the county. In the eastern part of the county, it looks a bit more traditional. You will see people at your places where they have Wi-Fi that are warm, that our folks go to. But I think it's really important to note that this county is affluent, and if you find yourself on the side of the have-not, it's really difficult to get on the sides of the have.
When providing services for the homeless, what's your team's role in that?
What we do really well is we make connections with the folks that come to us. We lean heavily on our county partners to be able to go out and do that outreach work, and then when they come to us, we start to build the relationship. People sometimes choose to live outside because they have more dignity, they feel like, or more privacy. Yeah. So it's about offering them something then that's other than shelter, and I think that's the goal for us. Housing is the answer to homelessness.
Winter brings on, I'm sure, a lot of challenges with the homeless population.
Yes, our numbers go up obviously because the temperatures drive people inside. And so we operate an additional shelter. And that shelter is really designed to save lives. Folks come in, have a place to sleep that's warm overnight, and then they leave in the morning. The folks that are coming in tend to be our most resistant and most ill in many cases. And so when you put all those people in one big room together, it's not boring, right? And so it's a challenge for us to be able to meet the needs of each person experiencing that. And so we just got to get really creative.
How do the churches, the faith-based communities support you, and what can people do in Northern Virginia, period, to help with providers like us to provide homeless services?
I've never seen a faith community rally around homelessness as they do in Loudoun. You send out a call, and whatever you send out that call for, you have 25 people, 25 groups coming to bring it. It is amazing, and I'm always inspired by how responsive they are to the need. By partnering with nonprofits, like Volunteers of America Chesapeake, supporting them either to come out and do donation drives, fundraisers with us, advocate. And the number one thing we need is housing, and we need advocates on our team to help tell that story. And I think it's really important for folks to understand the need in Loudoun County, and then to tell the message that, you know, everybody deserves to have a home.
Well, thank you for the work you're doing here. You're making incredible progress. Thank you for being the leader you are. And
thank you.
Thank you, Beth Driggers.
Absolutely, thank you.
Thank you for joining me again. I'm really looking forward to taking the attention off of me and putting on the people that are really doing the hard work in this organization. And that's on the direct support professionals, that's on the program directors, that's on the case management teams. They're the ones that are going to bring to you in the future what good work we're doing in Volunteers of America Chesapeake and the Carolinas. You will hear it from them firsthand. So again, thank you for joining me all these years with 3 Minutes with Russ, and we're looking for the new generation of bringing you the excellent work we're doing in the communities.